YouTube fam, and welcome back to the channel, honey. As you can see in that little bit of snippet, your girl is making a lot of body progress. Now, if you are new here and haven't been kind of watching my journey, if you just stopped by, I started my transformation 90 days ago, November the 1st, during the winter arc. And I'm 55 years old in perimenopause, so the struggle is real. And I know a lot of you out there, the struggle is real as well. So I have not really been weighing myself regularly, like every week or anything like that. I'm not on any particular diet. I'm not restricting any food groups and any of that. So in this video, we're going to look at the pictures and videos and compare them from week 1 to the 90-day mark, and we're just going to look and see where the gains are, where the losses are, and so forth. But before we get into that, I do want to just kind of give you a little update on the channel. I did have to change my channel name. It's now at I am Belinda J. And the reason that I had to do that is because, honey, I'm a little bit late to the party with all the social media. So my name, Belinda J, was taken on the other social media platforms. And so I really wanted to be consistent across the new socials that I'm setting up. So I am Belinda J was available, and I'll have a link in the description box if you want to go and follow me on those platforms as well. And also, so let's just dive into what's been happening over the last 30 days. So I got through, of course, Thanksgiving and Christmas, and that was great. I was still able to have some gains. And over the 8 weeks, I know I only lost 1.5 pounds, and my old self would have said, girl, you are failing. But when you look at the pictures, you will see that I still made progress. And during those holiday times, I still ate, my family traditions and so forth. So first and foremost, ladies, if you are on a transformation journey, stay your ass off the scale, honey, and just take a lot of pictures and measurements. Now, I didn't even really take a lot of measurements, and I should have. And the reason I didn't take measurements is because, whenever you're starting a new body journey, you don't want to be, obsessing over I only lost 1/4 inch, or only lost 1/2 pound, or whatever it is. So I just opted to track my progress on video and in pictures. So that's what we're going to be looking at. And if you stick around to the very end of the video, then you're going to also see how I was able to maintain my lifestyle of eating as I traveled for work. So in January, I did travel quite a bit, about 2 weeks, in a small town in upper Michigan. Honey, it was snowing every day. I was born and raised in the South, so whenever it snowed, the whole city was shut down. But up there, they continue moving forward. As far as finding, my staples, the organic this and organic that, and gluten-free this and gluten-free that, honey, that was not available. So I had to make do with what was in this town, and in this town closest to me, because I didn't really feel comfortable driving a long way, especially with ice and snow on the road, was a mom and pop grocery store. So I was able to go into this mom and pop grocery store and get a few staples, honey, and that stuff was high. Michiganians, is y'all Michiganians, whatever? The food up there is expensive. Now, I thought DC was expensive, but over there, it was crazy. But I just want to say that if you, during the course of watching this video, find it informative, or you want to, just continue watching my journey, then please subscribe to the channel. So enough of the pleasantries, and let's just dive right into the body update and see what gains and losses I have. So let's just recap where I actually started. So this was about the November the 1st. And in this picture, I'm 195 pounds and my height is 5'10" tall. Woo, child, look at that belly. It had a face of its own. It was all lapped over, the shorts lapped over the belly. It was just terrible. So that was my first priority, is get rid of the belly fat. And then my second priority was going to be to get rid of the back fat. You can see here I had a lot of back fat, and it was just really thick. you can actually lift it up. I mean, it was just really bad. I tell you, perimenopause does a job on your body. And you can also see here from the side view, it's really thick. And I was hoping to get a booty in the process of this transformation. Now, this is the 90-day result. You can see that a lot of that front belly fat has disappeared and it's really slim on the side. When it gets to the back, I still have some of the bra fat. Is definitely not as thick as it was before, but hey, that's just the way my body is going to be getting rid of fat. It'll probably be the last to go. You'll notice here on the side, I don't have that little side bubble of fat like I had circled earlier. And one of the things that I did notice while I was paying attention to what has not disappeared was I got a still shot of this right here. And I was actually shocked once I really zoomed in to see what else was lost. Right here in the boobs. I lost a lot of boobs and I didn't even really notice it. And my daughter also mentioned to me that, hey, mom, you haven't really been talking about how your back hurts because your breasts are so heavy. Because at one point I was thinking about getting a breast reduction, but this is definitely a win here. My bra has been on the very last hook or the first hook, and I have tightened it up, but I really didn't, equate that to fat loss until I saw this picture. I actually love monitoring my progress this way because what it has taught me is that we cannot pick and choose where our body is going to lose fat. It's going to do it in its own way, in its own timing. But what I've learned is that I just need to continue moving forward, be consistent, and trust the process. And eventually, if I keep going, then all the fat that I desire to lose is going to be, taken off my body in one way or another. So it's definitely a great win. I know what you're asking or wanting to ask. Well, how much more weight have you lost? Well, I've lost an additional 2.5 pounds for a total weight loss in 90 days of 4 pounds, and I'm okay with that. On the left, we have 195 full of fat, and on the right, we have 191 and a lot less fat. So even though it's only a 4 pound difference, would you start knowing that in 90 days you're only going to lose 4 pounds? So tell me what you think in the comments. What do you think about my 4 pound weight loss in 90 days? Is it a win or is it a fail? Drop me a comment and let me know. If you are struggling with a busted can of biscuits as a belly caused by perimenopause or aging, and you're just looking for some support on what to do, then consider getting my guide on losethefat2025.com. The hotel did have what is called the free breakfast, your typical muffins and breads, powdered eggs, fake sausage. It did have bacon a couple of times. Now, these potatoes, I had to give it to them. They were really good. Why they had salsa, I have no idea. They had oatmeal that was thicker than the oatmeal on Good Times that Thelma used to make, honey. But the only thing that I really got from this breakfast bar was the fruit and the eggs and the cheese sticks. As I mentioned to you before, I did visit a mom and pop grocery store and I was able to get some fresh vegetables, just enough for me. I do travel with all my seasoning. Yes, honey, I have hot sauce in my bag, but there was a Dollar Tree there and I was able to get a few other things like these little cooking containers that I had. They had a little bit of, just a small little Italian seasoning and salad dressing. So I was able to use that. But the lifesaver of my whole 2 weeks there was my mini air fryer that I put in my luggage and I brought here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Look how small and cute it is. That thing was working overtime. I roasted my vegetables. I also baked some small potatoes in there. And then I cooked a lot of other things, roasted some broccoli, also put my meat in there. I think I had chicken, maybe even some sausages and this little pork chop. $5 was a good price, honey. I should have probably got 2 packs of that, but Anywho, that's how I was able to maintain my eating before I had to head out into the wild and go to work.